Hello again. So today I'm working on putting together the next episode of JOKERJOKERtv. So I kind of figured I might get on here and discuss that a little bit. It's a lot of work. I got I think I got about 100 emails waiting for me that I'm going through. I think I've went through probably about 10% of them so far. So if you're submitting to JOKERJOKErtv and you're wondering why we haven't gotten back to you sooner, it's because I have not been able to. There's been a lot going on here for the studio, from doing AthFest this year. We live streamed the main stage, so we were hired to do that. And that, helped our studio out quite a bit. We were able to get some new equipment because of a grant from AthFest, so that was really cool. But, with everything going on, with money issues and funding and being where it is, we're basically not having any funding. It's really been stressful and hard for me to keep up with the studio bills, which is also where I live, and just keeping up with everything. We used to do weekly shows. We did that for 6 years, and the whole time, of course, never making any money. So it's been a struggle to maintain things around here and be sustainable. But sometimes with selling a little art here and there and doing little odd jobs, I've been able to sort of keep up with things. But it's just gotten so stressful and things like that I kind of got burned out quite a bit from it. Even before AthFest, actually really kind of like starting last year at AthFest, I just sort of hit a wall of burnout. And it wasn't good. A lot of artists talk about this, hitting the wall of burnout, and I can tell you I felt it fully. And it's been hard. It kind of just, it hits you with this, I don't know how to describe it, but it's, like a wall of fog and stress and just overthinking and having too much to do and, deadlines and people waiting on you to reply to them and organizing the schedule and all this other stuff. And it just piles on and it just crushes you completely. And so, for a while now, we haven't been able to keep up with the weekly Joker TV shows, and well, for a while there, we tried to keep up with it. We weren't really organizing specifically Joker shows, but we tried to do as much as we could on Thursday nights to kind of keep up that weekly thing. So we started doing deep dives on some of the artists that have sent us a lot of stuff that we really love. And Dane was doing his playlist shows where he was picking some really good stuff from the archives and putting shows together that way. So that's sort of where we were for the last year, I guess. Well, maybe not quite that long, but for the last almost a year at least. And I should look back and see when that kind of really, it was last year about this time that we kind of started doing that, because I hit that wall of burnout and I just couldn't keep up with things anymore. Most of the work that we do here, we have a crew of people, of course. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. We have a crew of people, of course, but and it's a small crew, but the crew really helps out on special events and on the nights when we do Joker TV. So big help there. But the rest of the week and all the other work that needs to be done, it kind of falls on my shoulders. And so, like I said, things pile up too much, and they're crushing. And that's sort of where we've been for a minute. And I haven't really talked about this too publicly, on social media and vlogs and stuff like that, because I just, really didn't know where we were yet. Been thinking about it, like how do we go from doing weekly shows to maybe just doing shows every once in a while? Like, are we gonna maintain our audience? Are we gonna upset people that we're not able to do things? Like we've always sort of been always a yes. If you were coming through Athens on tour, or if you sent in your music video and stuff like that, like almost all the time we say yes to everything. and maybe that's part of the problem too, is just doing too much. With the change in Joker TV happening, and the burnout and everything just sort of like swirling around in my brain and in that whole burnout kind of thing, it's been hard on me to know what to do next, I guess is maybe the best way to say it, or what's gonna happen. We don't really know sometimes what's gonna happen, of course, until it happens. And you can only plan so much for the future. But what's gonna happen with Joker TV, and are we even gonna be able to continue maintaining it and keep doing it? That was sort of last year when I hit the burnout, that was sort of the question that started coming up, is can we continue to do Joker, or are we gonna have to shut it all down and do something else, get a job? As some people have told me. I've literally had somebody tell me that, go get a job, quit doing what you're doing. That's not going to work for me. So that's just, my job is being an artist and doing what we do with Joker. That's my job. I have a job. It doesn't pay well, unfortunately, but that's not a reason not to do it. So it's not about money. It's not about money, but of course, I do have bills to pay, and I have to figure that, balance it's not about money with, sometimes it is about money, because if I don't have the money to pay the bills, they get shut off. So it's sort of, added to the burnout, the depression of not knowing what's going to happen with Joker. Are we going to quit? I sat down and talked with every single person that is, on the crew, and I was like, what do you think? I think we might have to shut this down, and there was a sort of, I guess, you could call it a rally call for everybody. It's like, no, don't shut it down, and we can figure something out, and so I have to give credit to Dane. Like I mentioned already, Dane started doing his playlists and digging into the archive of the last 6 years and really bringing stuff out and continuing to do things, even when I couldn't. Even I also have to give shout out to Bryant Perez, because he has done phenomenal things with helping maintain our social media when I couldn't do it. Like, I posted recently that I'm quitting social media, and I'm pretty serious about that. I still post on social media, but I cannot go and consume social media any longer. I can't. I can't handle it. I can't do that anymore. I'm not going to. So, and that sucks, because I know there's people that want to get a hold of me there, But, give me a call or text me or, write me an email. I'll definitely get those messages. So, but, and then there's, of course, other people like Steve who has helped a lot of times with hosting things and stuff like that, so there, when that happened and when I thought we were just going to have to shut everything down, it was really awesome that crew members that are helping in other ways, took more of the load off of me. That was really cool, and so I just want to sort of give them a shout out. Anyways, so where we are now, we're not doing weekly shows anymore. We're doing the occasional show. Which we have one coming up next week on Thursday night. That'll be, here, I gotta look at the date. That's July 23rd. Ooh, that's a good number. July 23rd. Okay. We're going to have Jaguar Dini is coming back through on tour, and they've been on the show before, so we're really happy to have him back. So we're like, yeah, okay, we'll put a special show together. And then I'm looking at the calendar here. And then at Slayla's birthday party yesterday, I was told that there is going to be a clown takeover happening. That's August 6th is when that's scheduled. And then our next show after that is August 27th. I believe that's the right date. That will be sort of our, a little bit of a pre-show for Athens Film Festival, which is happening that weekend. But also we have a special guest coming in called Horse Breakfast. And if you're familiar with the Emotron, this is his new project. So he got a hold of me and we scheduled that. And so I'm really excited about that, of course. So we had to put another episode together. So other than that, I think I'll have to let people know later on if we get any other episodes set up. We'll be posting about that. So just follow us on socials, the JOKERJOKERtv profiles. So that's kind of that's where we are now. It's like we'll do the occasional show when we can, when everybody's around, and in the in between times, I've got to figure out ways of making some money for the studio to really keep us afloat. So we've got some grants that I'm waiting for. I filled out some grant applications recently. And if we get one of there's one I'm really hoping for. If we get it, it's gonna really, really save our studio, because it'll be a good chunk of money that we can we'll be putting towards specific thing. When I do the grant, I have to kind of fill it out for something specific. So that grant was written for our 24/7 live stream to kind of maintain that, which we've barely been able to maintain that because that costs money monthly to be able to do that sort of thing. There's a bill that comes due because we have a certain service that allows us to do the 24-hour stream, which is kind of 24-hour stream to me is sort of like saving Joker. We're staying active by having a 24-hour stream there on YouTube. And that allows people to get their Joker TV still, even though we don't have brand new episodes where we're live streaming, and where we might have guests and live performers in the studio. We're not doing that as often. So having that 24-hour means, you still get that sort of thing. I want to expand the 24-hour. I dream of being able to have like a schedule that we could, like right now it's a playlist that just loops, and I think our playlist is about 20 hours right now, and so it's a 20-hour looping playlist. But what would be really nice is to be able to have a schedulable, a stream where we could say, this show is going to happen at 5 o'clock on Tuesday nights, or this show will happen, or we're doing this special thing on this day. And, even it might even allow some people who create their own show. Like we've had a bunch of those shows on our show, so maybe that would allow them to have a regularly appearing show, that is scheduled that way. So that's the dream, and this grant we're looking for, or we're hoping for, is sort of support that and get that, like, start developing that more, and anyway, that's something to talk about another time. If we do get the grant, then I'm definitely going to be diving deeper into that and what we can do there. So developing a 24-hour stream, maybe even eventually having a Roku channel. That would be really cool. So let's see. So yeah, not doing the regular show. I kind of mentioned the shows we got coming up. What else? Trying to think of what else I wanted to talk about. But yeah, please forgive me if you're sending submissions and I don't get to your email quick enough. I'm sorry. I guess that's the main point. And I guess also it'd be a good place to say, if you can donate to Joker Joker TV, you're literally every little donation goes towards helping maintain this activity and this community television station kind of community access kind of thing, so or if you're a business and you want to sponsor the stream, we run ads for local sponsors. Of course, would consider any business outside of Athens as well. And but you have to, every business we work with, has to be of a similar mindset, wanting to support artists and better world, so it's we don't just accept everybody, but we're looking for sponsors, and that would be really great. So I guess that's it. I should have made a list before I did this video so I could remember everything I wanted to talk to you about. I guess the only last other thing maybe that, and this is something I'll probably talk more about another time too, but our studio is for hire. So if you have an event that you would like live streamed, you can see what we've done in the past with AthFest, with New G Space, and any other local artists who we've live streamed for, or we've recorded for, and we are now available for hire. So that's sort of one of the ways that we're hoping that the studio can help sustain itself by doing work like that, which still accomplishes our mission of helping the community and the creative community in particular. But it's a way that we can have some funding coming into the studio that helps us to continue to do all these other things that we do that we don't get paid for. So, all right. Well, that's pretty much the where Joker TV is now. If I can think of anything else that I forgot, I'll make another video. So, oh yeah, there's a big show coming up that I'm gonna try to see if I can put the flyer right here. Put the flyer right there. Okay, that flyer, you'll see us there. So if you can make it out to the event, it's going to be really cool. And we hope to see you there.